Shalom, family. Okay, I'm hoping I'm not getting ready to have some issue with my um, recording here. If so, I'm gonna have to stop it and try um, another recording. But anyways, today I would like to share an article. I'm going to tie in with Zephaniah Chapter 3, Beyond the Rivers of Ethiopia. And this is going to be short. It's not going to be a very long um, video. So I'm going to start off with this article, and it is by Alice C. Lindsay. If you notice on my videos, I've been showing been doing a lot of videos on her writings, her research, and the material she used for her research. And she's done 35 to 40 years of research on specifically Genesis. Um, the material she used is archaeology, linguistic, migration studies, climate studies, molecular genetics, and they also say she's one of the famous scholars um, out of 35 to 40 years who have unveiled ancient sources which give accurate information about biblical character. And as far as I've been reading on her articles and her research, um, she brings her receipts, she brings proof. Now, I haven't read all her material, but so far I'm agreeing with a lot of information that she's put out. So anyway, we're going to start with this first two paragraphs out of this article dated back in 2016 of October. It says, and she used a scripture to open up her her article. It says, when I select an appointed time, it is I who judge with iniquities. It is I who judge with equity. Equity. The earth and all who dwell in it melt. It is I who have firmly set it pillars. Salah, Psalm 75:23. So it says a central experience, a central, right here, experience of the archaic people who lived along the Nile was Nile inundation. As rain fell in the Ethiopian headlands, the Nile River rose above its banks, flooding the Nile's valleys between June and October. This water flowed also into an adjoining river and lake, creating a vast wet region that extended well towards Chad Basin. So she has a map here, and this is the area she's talking about. It goes on to say, new evidence new evidence indicates that the now famous flood spread nearly 100 miles west of the river and created mega lakes in what is today's the Sahara. Hydrological studies have verified that it was possible to go by boat from the Nile to the Atlantic coast of Nigeria along the interconnected lakes and rivers shown below in gray. So I guess you should, and it's a long article. It's not that long, but you can go ahead and probably pull up this article. But what I wanted to show is, see here where it says Ethiopia, and then across from Ethiopia is West Africa. It's called the African Zone. Well, I'm going to read Zephaniah, the whole chapter, Zephaniah 3, because it says, in 3:9, let's go ahead. Let me start. I'll go ahead and start the article. Read the chapter. Now, this chapter is broken up in three, where the Most High judge Jerusalem, and then he, after judging them, or judge the land in them, he purifies the people, and then he restores them. And this whole chapter is specifically talking about the people from beyond or across from Ethiopia, which is West Africa. This is who he's talking about. His people crossing Ethiopia. The whole chapter of Zephaniah is talking about a people from beyond or across from Ethiopia or on the other side of Ethiopia, which is West Africa. So let's go back to the chapter. It says, woe to her that is filthy and polluted to the oppressing city. Remember, he's judging Jerusalem and the people. Can't have the people without the land. You can't have the land without the people. She obeyed not the voice. She received not correction. She trusts not in the Lord. She drew not near to her God. Her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones till the morrow. Her prophets, number 4, her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. 5, the just Yahuwah is, I'm going to use Yahuwah because I love that name. The just Yahuwah is in the midst of all thereof. He will do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. So even though he brings his judgment every day or every morning, he said people don't even consider that. They show no shame. That's why he's judging them. 6, I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passes by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, but there is none inhabitant. 7, I said, surely thou wilt fear me. He said, surely you will fear me. I'm doing all this. I'm cutting off the nations, the towers. You're making the streets as waste, making the city waste. But yet he says, I say, surely thou wilt fear me. He says, surely I know you will fear me. Thou wilt receive instruction, so their dwelling should not be cut off. I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. Therefore wait ye upon me, said Yahuwah, until the day that I rise up to pray. For my determination is to gather the nations, the nation of Israel, that I may assemble the kingdoms, the kingdom of Israel, because there's 12 nations, 12 kingdoms, or 12 nations, one kingdom. 12 nations, 12 tribes, 12 nations should be one kingdom or one nation, but right now they're split. That I may assemble the kingdom, because no, they've been scattered, they're separated, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So we know that the Most High judges his people. He's been judging his people for the longest, because it was like all through the Torah and through the Old Testament, it's always back and forth. Israel would go against the covenant. He would bring nations against them and judge them. They would cry out to him, and then he would restore them. Now, this is for purification of the nations. And we know that purification of the nations is talking about those who are beyond or on the other side of Ethiopia. This is West Africa. And we know West Africa is these nations over here, especially Nigeria, Niger, Chad, Sudan, Burkina Faso. These people have been our people have been going through hell over there and over here too. But anyways, let me get back to the then it goes on to say purification. For then will I turn the people a pure language. And the reason you're going to turn a pure language, because right now, we are involved in you have Chinese over there, you have Russia, you have Arabians, you have Italy, all these different nations over in Africa. And they're speaking these people languages,